Okay. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? I am. I was gonna pre-record this video I was making, but today I decided to go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna go live. Hope y'all had a great day. This is a little different video I'm gonna be making today. Normally I like to make my videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays and post them at 6 p.m. And as you can tell, it's a little bit after 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I was working on set up everything to go live. I figured, you know what? What the hey? Let's get on up here. Now, hopefully, let me see if I can okay, I want to see if I can get on my page. I want to make sure everything is clicking. Yep. Yes, it is. All right. Well, as you all can tell, my topic today, my colonoscopy experience, colonoscopy experience. I had it done yesterday, and all I'm gonna say is it was life-changing. First and foremost, what you have to do before you have the procedure done, in matter of fact, the procedure of the colonoscopy, let's see if I can find the proper terminology. It's a procedure. It's a type of procedure that the doctors look at your colon with a special scope. In other words, a camera. They put in a camera up your address, your colon. There is a procedure that they go up your colon, and then there's a procedure that they go down your throat. And I was getting the one that was going to go up my colon. And if by chance I did give them a disclaimer, please, if by chance you're going to do both procedures, make sure that you go down my throat first. Don't go up my colon and then go down my throat with the same scope. Please don't. But they did assure me that they were going to go up my colon only. And so before I had the procedure done, a couple of days beforehand, I had to go to Walmart and get the prescription that the doctor prescribed for me to take this jug. It was some solution that was in here, and I had to add water and fill it up at the label for me to be able to drink half on the day before the procedure. I had no solid food on Tuesday. My procedure was on yesterday. I had no solid food on Tuesday, and I had to drink half of this at 6 p.m. And let me tell you, this thing right here, it get everything out of you. Matter of fact, I ought to call this the confession drink, because it make you give up everything that you've been holding on to. This thing made me give up stuff that I hadn't seen since 1976. This thing was something else. Forget about castor oil and all this. This right here, this is something else. Matter of fact, this stuff is so rich, I think it would take the paint off a car. This stuff was something else. So I had to take this, half of it, Tuesday, and then yesterday morning I had to finish the other half. Now get this, those that know me, my drink of choice, I don't drink soda, I don't drink Kool-Aid, I don't drink any of that. Everybody know I drink water. I had to stop drinking water at 12 o'clock Wednesday morning. 12 o'clock a.m. I had to stop drinking water. That was hard. So what I figured I was going to go ahead and maybe stop drinking the water about 11:50 p.m. Tuesday night. I said, well, I'm gonna try to stay up and maybe drink some water at the last minute. Well, guess what? I fell asleep, and I woke up, and my mouth is so dry. Then I thought about it. Well, at least I had to drink some of this, so I did have some liquid in my system. But of course, with this, it doesn't last long. So that was that. And then, lo and behold, I had my mom to drive. You have to have somebody to drive you and pick you up. You can't drive, except they said that it's a law. You can't drive for 24 hours. So I went on and I had my mom to take me. And so when I walked in, guess what was playing? Prince. And every time I walk in somewhere, and it's like they always playing Prince. I'm like, are y'all trying to cater to me or something? Do y'all know I'm coming? Well, as soon as I walked in, they were playing 1999, I believe. Which, those that know me, yes, I'm a Prince admirer, but most of the stuff I listen to aren't the stuff that they play on the radio. So that was that. But they were playing Prince in the background. So I filled out the paperwork, and after I filled out the paperwork, they told me to go on in the room, and the lady showed me the wardrobe I need to put on, the hospital robe and all this stuff. So I'm putting on the hospital robe, and I'm realizing it's kind of airish up in here. So of course, the hospital robes, and this is just me being honest, the hospital robes, yes, you put it on and they have the front part cut up, but they have the back part covered up, and they told me just wear my socks. I'm like, oh boy, that's something else within itself. So I said, well, okay, if I go ahead and I put this robe on, that means my behind will be out and it's cold. But they have blankets and stuff. And so they told me that once I put on my attire, go ahead and get back into the bed and put the blanket over me. So now I'm contemplating, should I go ahead and have my robe as it is, where the back is out, and have the blanket on me while my behind is still kind of cold? Or should I go ahead and wear it the other way around, and it's already a blanket there, so I just grab the other blanket, have two blankets over me. At least my behind will be unexposed and it'll be warm, but that means the front part will be exposed. I'm like, man, the dilemma. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and wear it properly, but make sure that I have something around me to cover myself up completely. So that's that. And so the nurse was talking to me when she had me to make sure that I told her that I was ready once I was in the bed and I was covered up. She told me to call her, and so I did. And so she started putting on the IV and everything, and she told me that the anesthesiologist, his name is Jesus. Jesus? I said, Jesus in my anesthesiologist? I'm like, oh no. I said, no, I'm gonna have to cancel this appointment. And so she said, well, his nickname, we call him Jesus, but his name is Jesus or something like that, but it sounds just like Jesus. So of course they said Jesus. And so she started laughing, and I'm like, man, I'm serious. I'm this close from walking out. Look here, my goal is to see Jesus, but not today, and not that one, And so, eventually she came out, and he came out, and he introduced himself, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll say, how you doing, Jesus? And so, long story short, he started telling me the procedure that he's going to be doing. He was the anesthesiologist, and he was going to give me the anesthesia. And so he told me what the anesthesia was, and he said that I will be administering the propofol. And I said, propofol? I said, that's the same thing that killed Michael Jackson. He said, yeah, but see, he didn't have this Jesus. He went to go see the other Jesus because he didn't have this Jesus. I'm like, oh no, this is not good. I said, I don't know what I got myself into, but you know what? Whatever I got in my colon, I might just keep it there because I can't deal with this. And so eventually, and of course, they were laughing. I was serious. And so I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'll go ahead and just see, what comes out of this, because I understand that it's his job and he's going to go ahead and do what needs to be done. But meanwhile, I am praying. And so after they got done prepping me and everything, they went on and they were getting ready to wheel me out. And the nurse going to tell me right before they were getting ready to wheel me off, she said, just remember, when you wake up, you're going to see Jesus' face. I said, that's not funny. That's not funny. I'm realizing she was talking about that Jesus, not just this Jesus. I mean, that Jesus up there. So I said, okay, that was a good one. That wasn't funny, but that was a good one. So I said, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and we're rolling down the highway, going to the procedure room. And as we roll into the procedure room, guess what? Now, like I said, when I walked in the building, they was playing Prince, 1999. Well, as I'm walking to the room where the procedure gonna take place, they playing Michael Jackson. I'm like, oh no, First of all, they gave me the medicine that killed Michael Jackson, and then they gonna play Michael Jackson as I'm going to the procedure room. I'm like, man, what kind of mess is this? I felt like this whole day was a big joke. I said, man, I should have went on to work. I should have canceled my appointment. I said, well, you know what? Maybe if I just continue to take that drink, they won't have to do a colonoscopy. My colon be clean, So that, and they told me to, get on my side, pull over to my side, get on my left side, and there were some people that introduced themselves, and I'm like, I'm over hearing like, Brother Prater, I'm hearing my name, and I'm like, do they know me? I'm like, now wait a minute, this is not a good opportunity for anybody that knows me to see me in this condition with my address and my zip code showing and all that stuff. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And they said, well, once we administer to you, it's gonna take a few minutes and all that stuff. And so I said, okay, I'm just gonna go to sleep. So eventually I woke up in my room, and guess what was playing? When I walked in, it was Michael Jackson. Excuse me, when I walked in, it was Prince. When I going into the procedure room, it was Michael Jackson. Now I'm waking up and it's Whitney Houston. I'm like, okay, did I really go see Jesus? And so the nurse came in. I'm like, okay, good. I'm still here, And so that was that. And the doctor told me that, they found one polyp, and they're going to get back with me, just make sure that I'm doing all right. So with that being said, that was my colonoscopy experience. I would encourage each and every one of you all, hey, go to the doctor regularly. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor. Men, get a physical. Please get a physical. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for your children's father. Think about that. Get yourself checked out. We want to have one body. And if you think about it, if you have a vehicle, you're going to go get your vehicle checked out. You're going to get it serviced, all that stuff. But when you get your body serviced, or when you get the operator of the vehicle serviced, take care of your body. Father's Day coming up. We just celebrated Mother's Day. Father's Day is coming up, and you want your kids to have their father healthy and around for them to be able to enjoy good quality of life with you. So please, please, please take care of yourself, and make sure if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your children's father, or do it for your girlfriend's boyfriend or your wife's husband. Do it for that dude that's in your mirror. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. It was entertaining to me, but that was my colonoscopy experience. So y'all take care of yourself, and I'll get a chance to see y'all tomorrow. Take care. Be blessed.